Yorubas in diaspora are fed up with Nigeria. That's coming from GANI Adams. Yes, he said 90% of Yoruba people in the diaspora outside Nigeria that they don't want anything to do with Nigeria. They don't want to do anything with Nigeria. Rather, they are seeking to have a nation of their own. So that is, they don't want Nigeria again. They don't want to relate with Nigeria. They don't want to do anything with the country. They want their own separate state. Over 90% of Yorubas outside. Because I have seen life. I have seen where things is being done properly. I have seen civilized countries. I have seen world countries where things are being done the way it should be. So they said they want their own country. Of course, he said he was speaking to the Independent. Of course, in Lagos. He said the issue of revolution has not died down. He said most of the youths are not happy with people like him who are advocating for a restructured Nigeria or a return to regionalism. You see, most of the Yoruba youths, they are not happy with him. That's GANI Adams. So they're not happy with him because he himself said he's even advocating for regionalism or a structure since they cannot allow Nigeria to separate. So he himself is advocating for restructuring regionalism. But the Yoruba youths are not happy with him for advocating for this. That they want to leave Nigeria completely. They don't want anything to do with Nigeria. It's a fraud of all time. The country is fraud. Wayanyaba. So they said they don't want to have anything to do with the country. Nothing works in the country, nothing. If you have the passport of Nigeria, you are seen as an anathema. What else? No pride, nothing like. Look, you don't feel, proud of your country. There's no pride in you. You're not even proud of your country. So what else? If you come back to the country, you see you are in a banana. If you're in diaspora and you return to the country, as usual, you want to come and see your relatives, you want to visit home. Oh, sweet home. And what you will see is, a place where it's like it's jungle. And when Mazi will say it's a zoo, they will say, why is he saying a zoo? Whereas it's like a zoo. When you make a comparison, people will be saying, so this is comparison. You see that you look Nigeria, yes, it's where human beings are staying, but it's like a zoo. It's like because of what is happening in it. Because of what is happening in it, it's like a jungle. The other day, this senator was attacked in his home state. A senator of the Federal Republic was attacked. Some persons were killed. He was attacked by criminals, unknown persons. That is one among millions of such incidents in the country. Yes, where there is gun control, restriction, there is no rule that allows citizens to carry gun like you have in other countries, civilized places. But everybody has gun. Criminals, in the hands of criminals, there are weapons, ammunition, everything. Who is giving them all those things, ammunition and weapons? There's no law in Nigeria that allows people to wield guns. But you see these guns, light small arms and ammunition and light weapons are everywhere in the hands of the criminals, hoodlums, terrorizing the people. So what is happening? It's not like a zoo. It's not like where you were jungle, where the might is right. A zoo where might is right, not the law. Nobody follows the law, but I have the connections, I have the contact. Okay, I'm in power. I can deal with you. I can do this and go scot-free. You can only take me some money. I wouldn't even stay in a police station. I wouldn't go to jail. I kill you, I will pay some money, I go scot-free. It's a jungle now. It's a jungle. The law is too feeble and short to apprehend a lot of people. Yes, the justice system is completely, debacle. It's a disaster. Judges are there taking bribes, doing everything. to encourage justice at all times. The executive is controlling everybody. There's no separation of power has been acclaimed. This we have executive fiat and recklessness. They are controlling the judiciary. They are controlling the legislature. So what do we have? It's like a zoo. It's like a zoo. There's no rule. There's no law. Nobody's obeying it. People are doing the things they want because they have the power to do it. They have the capacity. They can do it and nobody will question them. The law cannot question them. There's no institution that is working in the country. We have all powerful men and women who are in power. We have people in contact. We have contact with people in power. So that is it. So that's why he's saying that most people outside the country, most Yorubas outside the country, they want their own separate nation. They don't want to do anything with Nigeria. They just want a separate country of their own. That's what he said. He said, I don't think the issue of Yoruba nation has died down, like I said before. You see. So the Yoruba nation is still on course. Even Gani Adams is saying it, not even only a professor. I can tell you. Gani Adams is even saying it. Say it's still on course. Say they will come here and say, Are, why are you still talking about Nigeria when all we want is the Yoruba nation? And he said, I have to explain to them that you have an option. If you want to pull out of Nigeria, it is either through war or you go through a referendum in the United Nations. When we are talking of war, are we ready for war? Are Yoruba people prepared for war, for collateral damages? He said. He went on to say, what our forefathers like Awolowo, Jokande, Ajasi, Balege, Onabanjo, and Bruce Ali have built for us? Are we ready to destroy it? I'm saying this because Northerners don't care about the war. They are warriors. If an average Fulani man has 10 naira, he will use 3 naira to buy weapons. That is Fulani for you. When they die, they accept it as the will of Allah. Bury the person immediately and move on. The same with the Hausa people. You can't compare Yoruba people to them. When someone dies in Yoruba land, they will celebrate it on that day. Later, they will do an 8-day celebration, 40 days, and later 1 year remembrance. Some will even do 10 years of remembrance. The Fulanis don't have time for that. They are prone to war and they are very united. That is why we need to apply the strategy of this issue. He said, are we the last person to go against our youths on the issue of Yoruba nation? It is the total liberation of our people. But when you know your people are not ready, you do it gradually. Most of the countries in the world first get their autonomy. If the other regions reason enough, we can continue on the basis of regionalism. But if in future they don't want to reason, everybody can go his own way. That's what he said. Gani Adams said, in the future, if they don't reason of regionalism, we should go a separate way. And that is what is happening. They are not reasoning it at all. They don't want this restructuring to come. They don't want it, and they will never want it. We have said it. It is like you are talking about separation or disintegration to the ears of these Fulani people. They don't want to hear restructuring, and that is why it is better to go for referendum. Nobody is calling for war. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never advocated for war any day, any time. All he has been saying is for referendum. Referendum. Mobilizing our people. We have politicians who are here confusing people. Confucianists. And I have said it. We have said it, and we're going to say it. Our people will be mobilized for this referendum, and it will come, even for Yoruba nation, even